Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live. So I'm gonna, please let me know if you can hear me. I'm gonna kind of give you a minute to let me know if you can hear me and let some people jump on because I keep searching for a new space in my house that is like kind of easy and a good area to do all things YouTube. So I'm trying out a new area today, and the at the last minute, I'm like, oh, the microphone. So I could talk about emotions and spiritual journey and healing, the healing process forever, but microphones and technology is, I'm learning. I'm on a learning curve. Okay, good evening, France. Welcome, Amanda. Good morning, Patricia. Okay, you can hear me. Wonderful. Hello, Claudia from Germany, and Jenny. So nice to see you all here from all over the world. It makes always warms my heart. Thanks for joining. Today we're talking about, hi, Claudia. Two Claudias here. It's great. Today we're talking about beliefs, limited beliefs, which is really important. It's a really important part of the emotional healing process. It's a really key element of EFT because we are trying to like peel through the layers, all the chaotic emotions, right? And the thoughts, they're so tangled up and confusing, and they lead us down all these complicated and conflicting roads, and we find ourselves confused. And so we need to keep peeling away and narrowing down to get at the core beliefs, the core limiting beliefs that are causing all of that upset and chaos for us. They're really at the root of so much that we suffer with when we suffer emotionally and mentally. So it's a critical piece. You're getting so much closer to the root of it. And if you can learn how to manage the beliefs, which means separate yourself from it and recognize that it's a belief and it's not necessarily a truth. It's a false belief. It's a limited belief. It's not about my true essence. When you can get down there and separate at that deep core level, it sort of helps you manage all the rest that is piled on top of it. It just takes the edge off a little and makes things a little easier. So I really encourage all of you, I invite you to explore your own beliefs. Now, it's a little tricky and a little dangerous for me to say that, because what I don't want you to do is go up into your head and just mentally start trying to analyze yourself or your thoughts. Like, what can be my belief? Is this my belief? Because you see what's going to happen. You're going to try to explore your beliefs with your thoughts, and you're just going to end up in a lot of doubt, because that's what thoughts do. This or that, good or bad. You know, when we're in our thoughts, we're always going to be prone to judging, analyzing, criticizing, because that's sort of the function of our thinking mind. It's always assessing. So we have to really drop into the feeling. And I guess one way I encourage you to do it is just kind of tuning in. It's like turning an awareness onto yourself. So, for example, if you're struggling with anger, so we talked about anger last time, right? So if you're struggling with anger, you want to feel in. And so we talked about being with the anger and talking to the anger and listening to the anger. And at that time, you're opening yourself up. You're becoming curious about, what does this anger have to say? What is this anger? So again, it's not like, why am I angry? And now I need to figure, maybe it's because in my childhood, because of my mother, my father. It's not that kind of analyzing. It's being really present with the feeling, and tuning in, leaning into the feeling in your body, being with it, listening to it. What is the anger saying to me? When you let the anger talk, you're going to start to hear, it's going to spew some angry voices, messiness. But then at some moment, the anger starts to inform you, oh, I'm angry because it's not fair. I don't like it. I feel bad when that person says that. I feel bad about myself. I'm just sort of giving some examples of what might come up. I felt really hurt when they said that. So now you're getting down more to the core. Oh, my anger is because I feel hurt. Okay, leaning into the hurt. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Susan. So leaning into the hurt. Oh, I feel hurt because I feel like I'm not good enough. When that person said that to me, when that person did that to me, it made me feel like there's something wrong with me, that I did something wrong, that I'm bad in some way. Now we're getting down to the core limited beliefs. There's something wrong with me. I did something wrong. I am not good enough. I'm not lovable. Nobody cares. When you follow the thoughts, the emotions, the feelings down deeper, there will be a voice talking underneath, whether that's anger, fear, sadness, anxiety, guilt, shame. There's a voice. I'm not okay. It's not okay. I did something wrong. I'm bad. Someone's gonna be mad at me. Someone's not gonna love me. People don't love me. I don't trust. I hope you can get a sense, like this is very different from just angry, just crying. I feel so sad today. I don't know why. And I'm emoting, or I'm just frozen with fear and terror. That's emotion. That takes over your whole being. But if you can calm down and tune in and listen, there is the underlying story. Oh, Claudia, I see your comment too. I'm glad you were looking forward to this. I hope this resonates with you. These are the stories we tell ourselves that are underneath, and they're creating a lot of chaos for us. And then we're like trying to deal with the chaos when what we really need to do is get down to the root and deal with the root issue, which is this underlying belief that causes me to be angry every time, but I didn't realize it. I thought it was because you said, you did, the world is, right? We're usually off-putting the problem to someone and somewhere. But when we tune in, oh, maybe you did do, right? You did say the world is showing to be X way at this moment. That all could be. But how am I interpreting it? I'm interpreting it with my belief. So depending on my belief, that will result in my reaction to the situation. I'm reading some comments. I'm so happy for this live today. I'm feeling extremely emotional today. While we were waiting for our paycheck, we found out that the company is insolvent. I feel anger and fear. The tapping will calm me. Okay, so life is happening all the time. Life is happening all the time to us. We have good days, we have bad days, we have horrible days. We have good news, we have terrible news. We have joyful moments and unfortunate moments. This is life. Life is flowing like this. We cannot change that flow and rhythm of life, and we cannot change others. But what we can do is tune in. What is the belief inside that's causing me to have such a strong reaction? I'm not safe. I'm not okay. These are some beliefs I'm listing off that I have explored with myself and countless students and clients over the past 20 years. These are common ones. But when you really get down to it and feel it, it doesn't, you feel very alone with it. You feel like it's your own unique suffering because deep down you believe it's true in some way. So we need to hear these things and allow these things so we can recognize it's not true. That's just a story I tell myself and that I've been telling myself for a really long time in some cases, in most cases. We were telling ourselves for a long, long time. So it feels so real. It's so strong. And so that belief is so strong that it causes us to react or behave or speak out or emote in some way that feels beyond our control. So a lot of the emotional healing process is about becoming more aware of yourself, and becoming aware of core beliefs is very important. And yes, the tapping can help you, tapping through the problem, just starting where you're at. I'm struggling with these thoughts. I'm feeling this kind of emotion. Again, I'm using here as an example, like we're often blaming and sort of pointing our finger outward at the problem, like the company did, or my partner did or said. You can start right there. That's okay. Allow yourself to feel that, hear that, be in that situation. It's totally human and normal to have a feeling. I'm not asking any of you to suppress your feelings or change the way you say or do things because, oh, I'm supposed to find the core belief. No, I'm just asking you to do this in your own time and space, in your own personal process. As you do whatever, if you like, if EFT works for you, the tapping, or if you enjoy movement, breathing, breath work, being in nature, drawing, coloring, journaling, whatever process helps you unravel from where you're at. So don't suppress where you're at. You don't need to block it or deny it. There's nothing bad or wrong about it. Allow, and go in, become curious about your feelings. What is this saying to me? What is this anger saying to me? What is this fear saying to me? And then get the root. The root issue is going to be this deep underlying limited belief that's actually always playing like a broken record subconsciously in our minds. We don't hear it usually, but it's just playing. And think about it. If you're in a room, you live in a house where someone is always behind you saying, you're not good enough. It's not okay. You're not safe. Oh, you did it wrong. Oh, you're bad in some way. You can't do it. You're not enough. You don't get it. It's not fair. It's always like hissing these things to you. How's your life going to be? You're going to be stressed. You're going to be negative. You're going to be worried all the time. You're going to be anxious. You're going to be tired. You're going to get angry easily. I mean, just imagine it. Like, really pull it out of just being deep inside of you and imagine a person. Then you can see very clearly how these beliefs affect us, because they are there talking subconsciously. And they're not bad. They were formed for a reason through all of our different life experiences. They are not to be blamed, and we are not to be criticized because we have them. It's normal, natural. And as I always say, it's a self-study. It's a research project. When you're on the healing journey, just open yourself to find them and listen to them. And this is the place where the emotional healing process, emotional healing itself, leads us, it naturally connects us to a spiritual healing. Because, you're welcome, Claudia. Because when you get down and you hear these beliefs and you can separate from them and recognize this is a belief that I have, you start to realize, but this is not the truth of me. This is not my essence, like the essence of my existence, the life, pure life that I am. So this is why it leads us. It opens a spiritual door because we have to start connecting to who we are essentially. And again, this is not meant to be a religious conversation. I'm not here to tell you who you are. That's something you have to feel and know and discover and uncover as you live life. So for me, I feel that essentially, ultimately, I am just life itself, right? Just breathing with the cosmos. Not much different from any part of nature. I am also nature. And even when my body is finished here, I have a soul, a spirit that continues. I feel that for myself inside my heart. So each person, you need to find and discover what you are, but it begins naturally when you're like, oh, but I'm not that. I'm not that story. It's just a story. I'm not a story. I'm not that story. That's not true about me. And the more you practice this, the more you gain strength in knowing that is false. That is false. So even if you feel stuck in it or you're having a hard day and that voice feels so loud and so real and it's causing you to kind of spiral down what I call the hole in your sidewalk, and you're spiraling down the hole in your sidewalk. If you can remember, but wait, maybe I'm listening to a story that isn't real. I'm believing a lie about myself. Because the truth is, I'm just a living, breathing being. Sure, I have a human journey. I have many things I've done in the past, some great things, some mistakes. But that doesn't change the essence of who I am. So we start to awaken the sense of who I am essentially. I believe you can feel it. Probably many of you experience it when you just go into nature, which is why we love to go to the mountain or the forest or sit by a river or watch the clouds. We feel that pure vibration that is my original nature, that pure life. And then you can recognize, well, this story has nothing to do with that life. It can't change that essence of me. It's just a story. And when you keep repeating this process and letting yourself face it over and over again, you start to give yourself a kind of grace. Like, I don't need to beat myself up with that story anymore. I've been beating myself up with it for a really long time. And first of all, I'm tired of that. And second of all, I don't think that's very kind or loving to me. And what I'm doing here is trying to love myself more. I'm trying to be more kind, more caring to my own self because I deserve that. So it's this funny catch-22 circle. Like the more you feel your essence, the more you feel, I don't deserve that, to hurt myself with those words and that way of thinking and those beliefs. I don't deserve to keep torturing myself with that. I'm abusing myself with my own belief. So the outside world is, worlding, for lack of a better word. It's doing its thing and people are doing their thing. And our companies, our coworkers, our whoever, families, friends, government, everyone, on social media is doing their thing and they're saying their thing. And I'm interpreting with my belief. That's my part. That's where I turn the finger back towards me. It's not a blaming me. It's like, oh, I have a belief, and that's why that's bothering me. Because if I didn't have the belief, I might not be as upset about it, because look, so-and-so over here isn't upset about it. Oh, they have a different set of beliefs. So-and-so over there, they like this. They're into it. Oh, they have a different set of beliefs. So it's our beliefs that cause differences between us and separation, and sometimes fighting between us, conflict, and also causing conflict and fighting within. But when you keep recognizing this is just a belief, it's just a story, is not the truth of me, you have more compassion for yourself, and ultimately you have more compassion for other people, because you can recognize, oh, that's their belief. Okay, we're seeing through different lenses. Okay, let me understand myself more. Let me understand you more. So you can see where there's huge opportunity for healing here when we get down to this root and we can see this is just my belief. And we just accept, like, let it live there on the shelf. I don't have to make it go away. How can I get this belief out of me? Breaking free from limited beliefs. That's the title of today's talk. We break free when we see it for what it is, and we realize it's just a belief. It's not the truth of me, and I no longer need to be imprisoned by this belief. I can coexist with it. It's on the shelf inside my house, which is my body, my heart. It lives on the shelf. Sometimes it comes into the center and it starts like driving this ship that is me, this life. But I can remember again, oh, you're just a story. I've been listening to you for a long time, but you may not necessarily be true. I'm going to challenge that you're true. So it's allowing yourself to feel it and hear it, but not believing and buying into it. So I don't know if I'm talking too abstractly here or if this is resonating. I'm gonna read a few of the comments. OMG, that negative voice is always playing in the back of my head. Yes, it's hard to deal with. Yes, sometimes I literally have to shake my head to get it out or move away from it. Yes. Or sometimes you can okay, let me read all the notes before I comment. Coming to that realization that my beliefs is not me, or my feelings are not me, is extremely wonderful. And I remember the first time you said that was a big aha moment. I feel that when I'm watching the night sky with all the stars. Yes. This resonates. Good. Correct. So really, there's just some basic, essential truths here, and we're integrating them as we keep hearing them and we keep practicing them. We keep putting them into practice every day in each new situation. Actually, life itself becomes an opportunity to practice and for me to discover these beliefs that were covering me from being with my truth. And after a while, it doesn't feel as miserable or like fighting with it, or as Patricia's saying, like, I gotta get those beliefs out. No, it's just like, hello, belief. Oh, it's you again. Okay, I see. It's okay. It's okay that you're there, and I'm gonna love myself anyway. I'm gonna love myself anyway, even though you're there. And even though I fell into the trap again of believing in you, I'm going to forgive myself for that. So we need to give ourselves a lot of grace. I think I talked about forgiveness way at the beginning, because I was like, before you start doing the healing journey, you have to increase your strength to forgive yourself. Allow yourself to be okay. Like some method of self-acceptance that works for you, even a little bit. Because you're going to see more and more things. You're going to realize more and more things. And you need to be loving and kind to yourself. And it's not about those things are bad. And so then now you're listening to your belief, right? Oh, this means there's something wrong about me. This is something bad about me. So now you're buying into your beliefs. No, it's nothing wrong or bad. This is just the way that it is from my life. I can accept that, or I can fight with that and resist that and hate that and make that want to go away. And probably the more I'm doing that fighting and hating and resisting, it's because I'm listening to some other belief that's under there. Oh, if you allow this, then you're doing it wrong. You're not perfect. You're broken in some way. Oh, those beliefs have a lot to say. We don't have to hate them. We want to get to know them. The more awareness we have, the more we can be free from them. Okay, this may not fit, but I'm all over the place with my feelings right now. Recently found it. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Susan. I'm very sorry to hear that. That is a very difficult thing to discover. And all you can do is allow those feelings to flow. And if you can find some of your beliefs, it may help you on your journey. Okay, Amanda, my inner voice often tells nonsense, so I live my life trying to make sense of the nonsense. What about if you don't try to make sense of the nonsense, Amanda, and you just allow it to talk and you say, oh, this is my nonsense. Okay, nonsense. Because this is where the entanglement happens. If we're not catching it, if we're not listening and valid, I want to be careful because I know there's a differentiation between listening and believing in. So don't get your foot stuck in there. That's believing in. Listening is more of a validating thing. Like when you have a friend who's just telling you all the things they're upset about and you're listening because you love them. So you're holding a loving space for them, but you're not like, oh yeah, that's true about you. You know inside that's not actually true about you. And after I let you get it all out, I'm going to let you know it's not actually true about you. See the difference? So you want to be able to hold the space for the voices. Oh, this is just nonsense. Nonsense needs to blah, 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 blah until it like runs its course. And then I return to my essence. And if you don't know what is my essence, I don't know where that is, just breathe and feel your body in this present moment here and now. Just breathe. Look at a tree. Look at the sky. And feel yourself here and now. And I recommend that in any situation. Yes, that's what I do. I hear it, but I'm not listening and believing. Good, good. I'm glad to hear that you're practicing that. Because you see how it can become an entangled mess. And then now I have to sort out the nonsense and all these voices, and they're taking me down all these crooked, winding roads, which is what I said at the beginning. But we can cut all of that off when we recognize this is my belief. So if you have a journal, when you realize, oh, I have this belief, put it in your journal. Okay, take note. You're going to start to see patterns. It's the same few voices talking over and over and over again. These are untruths. They're illusions that we have about ourselves. Yeah, let the blah, 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 let it run its course. It's also just an energy. Let it run its course. And you can keep reminding yourself in a loving way, I hear you, but I know you are not the truth of me. So it's okay. I hear you, but I know you are not the truth of me. I feel like you're the truth of me right now, but I know deep down you're not. So it's okay. Good. I'm glad you're starting to understand, Claudia. Great. Journaling is helpful. Great. Yes, Susan, it's not easy. I hope and wish for you it opens a door to really deep healing because the body and mind is so connected, and you can explore the body through the mind and explore the mind through the body. And anytime we're suffering emotionally or physically, psychologically, it becomes an opportunity for healing at multiple levels. So I've talked now for about 30 minutes. Today, I'm just going to do the beginning of a tap to let you see how you could use EFT for working with your beliefs. Okay, so tapping on the side of your hands, put your feet flat on the floor, relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And then you can insert your own belief here, but let's use the example. I have a belief that it's not okay. I have a belief that I'm not safe. It's not safe. Find what resonates for you and keep putting it in this sentence. I have a belief that there's something wrong with me. I have a belief that I can't do it. I can't handle it. I'm not enough. Find what resonates with you. It has to connect and resonate in the feeling. And once you land on it, there'll be a subtle sense of relief just through saying it out. I have this belief, and it's okay. I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have this belief that I'm not enough, I'm going to do something wrong, people won't love me, it's okay. I forgive myself for listening to that story for such a long time. And I now choose to love and accept myself completely. Even though I have this belief that says, I can't do it. It's not okay. Nothing is safe. I'm bad or wrong. Somehow I made a mistake. I am a mistake. I'm not perfect. I'm broken in some way. Whatever resonates for you, even though I have this belief or these beliefs, it's okay. I forgive myself for listening to them for such a long time. I forgive myself for hurting myself with these beliefs for such a long time. I forgive myself for not even realizing that I was doing it. And I choose to love and accept myself completely. Every part of myself. And lower your hands down and take a deep breath in. And big exhale. Now, that was just the starting. If you're going to use EFT, you can go on to tap through the points and keep talking it out. I believe this and that. The voice tells me this. I feel that. I'm afraid. It's not okay. You can talk everything out and keep breathing through it and reminding yourself, it's okay. It's okay that I have this belief. I choose to love myself anyway. I choose to love every part of myself. Self-love doesn't mean only the good things, only the positive voices, only, the successes, only the attributes. No, self-love is about embracing. We're learning how to embrace wider and wider, all of myself, every single part of myself. Even the parts of myself that I was hating or fighting, pushing away, trying to throw out, the parts I'm scared of, all the parts. I get to learn how to love and embrace all the parts. So EFT is about helping you move into that space. That's deep acceptance. And healing begins when we start to really feel acceptance in my body. There's a release, a relief, a relaxation. So I hope even that mini tap was helpful for you. I'm going to create a longer tap after this. That's my plan. Again, let's all send me energy that I can get the technology so that I can get it up for you, hopefully today or tomorrow. I'm going to do a tap on I am not good enough or I'm not enough, because I find that to be a very common one in the people I work with. And of course, I'm very aware of that voice from the beginning of my journey. And that can be a really painful one because that's related to our core worth and value. So I'm gonna do a tap on that today. And if you follow the video once it's posted, feel free to insert beliefs that feel perhaps more true to you at this moment. It's all a really good opportunity for you to tune in, dial in, listen to yourself. That alone is an act of love. Okay, thank you all so much for joining today. I am sending energy to you, Susan, and all of you for your wherever you're at on your healing journey. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. Oh, and I always forget to say, if you're watching this as a replay, please feel free to like and subscribe. I enjoy the support. It gives energy back to me. And I know then that people are enjoying or getting benefits. So this is my purpose in my heart, to bring some benefit to you on your own emotional process. So you can share in the comments what resonated, what was helpful. All of that means the world to me. So thank you so much. Thank you always. Okay, take care. See you next time.